Aloha. Hello. Greetings. It's me, Paul, from the band Kai. I do these little videos once in a while talking about crap that has to do with guitar, has to do with guitar tone, all that stuff, and my opinions, as well as gear and my opinions on all that. And for some reason, a few of you guys like it. Also, sometimes I go over guitar riffs, old stuff, newer stuff, whatever. But a lot of times when I do that, I talk about other guitar player stuff and not so much Paul stuff. So every once in a great while, somebody makes a comment about like how they like my riff choices or note choices, whatever. So I just thought I'd play a couple Kai riffs from the various CDs and maybe something newer, but that none of y'all heard yet, or maybe you did in a short. Who knows? That's kind of how I write my crap. I just like the secret to writing is I sit here and I play, and something comes out, and then I record it, hopefully, and hopefully more parts manifest in my brain and all that. So some people notice I have a certain way that I do my melodies or my riffs, and I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of have a formula. So I don't always have an intro. I almost never have an outro, but normally I do have a verse and a chorus, then a verse, then a chorus, and then I know, big shock, another verse, but a lot of times I do something completely different and it's almost like a whole nother song. And then either the song ends out on that, or maybe I slap the chorus on one more time. It's not like I'm doing anything, in my opinion, that's totally unique by any means or any stretch of the imagination. Also, I don't think, there's a whole lot of uniqueness in metal except for it's a different dude playing it. I'm not trying to sound like anybody in particular. I do obviously have some pretty strong influences in my playing, not just from like Slayer or Hypocrisy, but if you listen closely, you might be able to tell that I do really enjoy Dissection, and that I also really enjoy God Dethroned. I just don't really use blast beats, but I also like really, really early Cataclysm. And that all creeps into the recipe of what makes my music sound the way it does. Like, like some of the things I do, I don't think, they fit for what they are. Like, one song I have called Battle of Kapanavai, it has a really heavy verse riff, and it goes into a pre-chorus, into a chorus, and it's just basically, for that song on the chorus part that I just played, another guitar just goes. then, you know, on some of my songs, I really show that I love artificial harmonics. Like on the intro, Cannibal Dog Man with the and then let's see what's another riff. Like Battle of Nuku'ana, the chorus line on that one. It's no secret if you listen to my music that I really, really love tremolo picking a lot. You know, I mean, to me, I just love hearing. I love it. So, like the chorus line of Battle of Nuku'ana, which Battle of Nuku'ana was also the verse riff, like. That's embarrassing. Something like that. But the chorus is that speed picking like you hear in black metal and shit. And you know, sometimes I just I don't even know what I'm really showing except just some random Kai riffs. You know, sometimes like on my song As We Seek Distant Shores, you know, I don't, you know, do the tremolo picking so prevalently, but you know, until the chorus line. Wow, I think I just forgot how yeah, I don't know why. I just love crap like that. Or I really love using a lot of melodies and harmonies. I'm okay at, but I just love using a lot of melodic phrasings, like on what's that song of mine? Oh shit, the name of the song escapes me. I feel their eyes upon me. You know, stuff like that probably shows a lot of my influences from like Dissection and God Dethroned. They do a lot of that stuff that I do. Like I said, I'm not really doing anything different than a lot of other people, but some people, you know, they really like Um, some of the ways I guess I write and arrange things, like I got one I'm doing right now. It's yeah, so you could hear something like that in the future. Because I like writing things that you can hum, stuff that sticks in your brain a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love heavy, I love brutal, I love extreme, I love grindcore. Well, real grindcore, like Napalm Death, Unseen Terror, Eat the DK, um, Old Carcass, things like that. Um, Not so much a lot of the new things. Um, of course, I have heard this new band recently called Necro Felony. I think they're out of the Pennsylvania area. They they're really they're awesome. They got kind of that real old school death grind kind of mix because a lot of it was interchangeable. Anyway, enough about Necro Felony. Um, yeah, I personally like writing things that are a little different. Kind of like the old Cataclysm style, where even though it was the vocals were like somebody just mic'd up a grizzly bear and a badger and just played melodic death metal over it with insane amounts of blast beats. And that's basically old Cataclysm. Modern Cataclysm, I don't know, I fell off many years ago on keeping up on them. But, so that's kind of where I get my, I guess, influence on how I write. Like, and some of my songs, aren't quite like that. Like, Pilika Aya. Can't remember. I also don't write anything that's too hard to play because I want to be able to play it again. Um, some other things like on From the Night. I like doing that. Kind of like because that's just what's playing in my head when I have the lyrics written out, or sometimes the riff informs the lyrics, what they're gonna be. Like I'll be sitting there like, what should I write about? And I was like, up on Demons in the and then just started playing something else. I don't know, that's kind of how I am. Oh, like, I was trying to come up with a song one day for Keali'i Akanaka, which translates to Chief Man-Eater, or the chief that eats men. And I was like, man, I need something kind of aggressive, and I couldn't think of anything. And I was I mean, that's just kind of how shit pops in my head. When I wrote Night Marchers, it was like, I wrote the music, and then I was like, what the hell should I write about? I should try writing about some Hawaiian stuff. And then all of a sudden, the words came out, Blood moon rises, clouds appear, drums, conch shell sounds, drums pound, yeah, gleaming torches. Yeah, but, that was It's really shitty when you fucking forget the song. That's the chorus line in the Night Marchers. It's like, yeah, so that the music pulled me right to what to write about on that. And then, and this really old riff that was sitting around forever, and then it turned into a song called Colonized. Anyway, so I guess that's a little look in my brain and how I write and riffing. Anyway, just enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, t-shirts are available at Evaristo 1974 on eBay. That banner is at FomorianProductions.com. The first two CDs, which are The Conqueror King and Tales from the Land of Fire, are both available on my Bandcamp. A Glimpse into a Violent Past is now only available through Fomorian Productions. I sold out my copies. And then, don't forget to check out other things from FomorianProductions.com, like Ghoulish Grin, all the Warhammer 666 releases, Sunday nights at 7 or Central Time anyway, are Shredbeard and the Toasted Goat Mandatory Metal Sunday. And then, if you're just bored and you want to hang out listening to metal, was jamming out all badass or the witching hour. Oh, and for metal news, that Go Metal Show. Your home of metal Bo Chinche. Alright, I guess that's all I got. Later. Oh, and if you really want to listen to something really badass, Mordant Red. My favorite black metal. I'm not gonna lie.